Welcome back to my garden, my patio garden, you know, my garden patio. Hey, kind of a disappointing week. We've had an incredibly cold, wet spring. My dahlias, these are all dead. 4 of them. 13 of the dahlias that I planted, I believe, will not succeed this year. These 4 I know for sure, because I'm an impatient gardener. I will slowly go down and see if I can find any sign of life. And down amongst all 4 of these, I found globs of snot. Rotted tubers. So the other ones, after these, I just kind of I didn't check the rest. I'm going to just give them a chance, and you'll see which ones are coming up where I got some holes. Hopefully the ones that are growing will actually fill in, and those garden beds will look nice. But this one is completely void of life. So I had an idea. A while back, one of my crazy YouTube followers sent me this card, and I got to reading. It says this card is 100% biodegradable and grows wildflowers. So it's got all kinds of seeds all kind of mixed in. So, well, I will eventually probably put something in here if these don't grow. Or this is just some, random, let's see, made in Toronto, Canada. So if it was just some, mix of weeds and such that were put in this paper, or maybe the bumps aren't seeds at all and it was just a marketing ploy. Who knows? But we're gonna find out. So I'm gonna plant these here in hopes to have something grow, something to talk about, something to distract from my devastating dahlia experience this spring, and well, I hope that the others do well. So we're gonna get these planted, and then I'll give you a quick walk through my garden. So it says just to put it under an 1/8 inch of soil, water it, keep it moist until germination. So, it looks like there's a lot of seeds in there. So I am going to divide it into 4, and then I will get them planted. So it says 1/8 inch of soil. So we're gonna put that down, put about an 1/8 inch of soil, and I'm just putting it right in the center. This is like a memorial to my dead dahlias. Now, the thing that is most frustrating is one of the dahlias that were here, the one stake that my granddaughter didn't get, Grandpa's gift. This is my favorite dahlia. I planted 4 others. I have no idea where. I didn't do a good job marking them. So I am hoping that those other ones will grow. I don't know what that is. Okay, so we will put an 1/8 inch of soil kind of down in a hole, and then we're gonna water this really good. Get those wet, get those wet, get those wet, because seeds need moisture to germinate. And then this week we are going to have some nice weather. I think many times this spring I've said, oh, this week we're going to have some nice weather. Well, I'm a better gardener than most weather forecasters are at forecasting the weather. I know one thing, they're wrong more than I am. But it's the middle of June. Hey, it is the middle of June. I think it's the 15th, 16th of June. You know what that means? It's Father's Day. So, hey, happy Father's Day to all you dads out there. And don't forget to call your dad. Or, depending on your lifestyle, call your daddy. Anyhow, let's get to a quick walk through my garden, and then in future weeks, we'll check on the progress of this. All right, so look at this. They are planted. Let's hope something grows in this bed. Hey, while we're here, check out this California lilac. I showed you that this last weekend. Still in full bloom. Boy, they're blooming everywhere in the neighborhood. My Lavatera, I believe is what it was called, is doing well. I still haven't cleaned up some of the dead from the move, but you know, it'll fill in. Let's take a look at the dahlias. We got some looking good. That's a little one. 4 for 4 out of that one. 0 for 4 out of that one. We have 2 doing really well here. We have one that, it was doing well. I'm not sure. What is this one that's slowly dying? Oh, Encore. Yeah, another devastation. I think I planted more than one of Encore as well. That was one I really liked. Here we've got 2 for 4. So I'm pleased with that. Here we have 4 for 4. And look at that. Some of these are starting to get pretty big. Now, if you are growing dahlias, especially if you're a first-time grower, when you're growing these, once they get to about 18 inches tall, you're going to want to nip them off at the top to help them become bushy. I have a video on how to do that. You want to make sure to protect it from moisture and whatnot. You don't want to get those canes to fill with water. Here we've only got 2. Oh, look at this. Oh, that could be a third one. Not really strong, but it's there. So let's say we got 3 for 4. And here we have 2 for 4. Hey, anybody remember that walnut tree from last year that I thought was a goner? Well, that sucker came back. So I've put it out here in the sun. I'm gonna water it and figure out what to do with it. And here we have one dahlia out of 4. Okay, that could be kind of devastating. Tutti Frutti, ooh, liked it. Totally Tangerine. Okay, well, if it doesn't come back, that's okay. Oh, Honeydew, that was a nice one. You know, I will keep taking care of these. Boy, that sun is just hitting just right. Oh, check out the sunflower, Steve, sunflowers. They are starting to really take off. Just can't wait to see what they do once they get some heat. We need some heat. I want to see, I've got some some of these have some variegated leaves. I am very interested to see what those look like when they get bigger. So looks like I've got a good variety that germinated. Let's check out one of my Begonia. This is Summer Joy. Getting some nice green leaves on that. It's starting to grow. Hopefully that'll take off. This was my asparagus patch. Ginger loves asparagus. She's left a couple, but you know what? I think I'm gonna find a way to repurpose this area. Ooh, and check out the blue. Yeah, I showed you that last week, but I'm just impressed. Look at the size of this rose bush. We'll show you some roses that I brought into the house. I mean, they're like dying now at this point because they're on the patio, but yes. Okay, I think if I manage the light just right, maybe that looks orange. You might have to adjust your color a little bit. That was my orange one. And you know what? I promise, unless that sucker actually turns orange at some point, this is the last you'll hear about it. We're just going to appreciate it for what it is. An absolutely gorgeous rose that smells absolutely amazing. And we've got a bunch of buds there. I'm thinking next weekend, we're going to have some happy fun times. Then we have this plant, which I don't remember what it is. You know what? I'll figure it out next week. Oh, no, this is my paper plant. My rice paper plant. Rice paper plant. Who knows what it is? And then I think that is my pomegranate coming back to life, or it's a weed. What do you think? That's what the comments are for, to share your thoughts. And you know, if this sucker is going to start over every single year at the bottom, well, pomegranate might not be in my future. And check out this cardoon. It is a cardoon it. And I think the wind blew that stalk over. It was much taller, and I think we're not too far from seeing some flowers on it. You know, that's just a great big giant thistle. We have our honeysuckle here growing up here. This is some freebie last year. I wonder if I had planted it in the right spot, how amazing it would be. But it is growing, and oh, and I'm very excited. And I'll show you on the other ones. I have 3 palm trees, 2 little ones like this, and 1 larger one. But I was concerned with the freeze we had. The center growth points had frozen out and were dead, and now there's new life coming out. So, oh, very excited. Hey, and check out this Ganera. We've got gnarly dinosaur-looking leaves coming out. We've got this big one. Look at that. That's my hand. Check that out. That's over 2 feet across. Isn't that amazing? And then this lumpin is Manhattan City Lights or something similar to that. It's got those words in it. That's doing amazing. Here, quick pan around. Ooh, the Aloha sign turned around. It's a wind sail. I'll go back. You got to see it. The wife fixed it up last year. It did something. And look, I got these things planted. My $2 clearance ones. I honestly don't remember if these were planted last week when I took my video, but they're planted. They're being watered. Check this out. My evergreen clematis is growing up to the top. Again, that's in full sun. Imagine what it would be doing if I planted it in the right spot. Well, thank gosh we've had a cold winter or a cold spring to kill everything that I want to grow. And yeah, okay. And these are, I've done some research, that is the Cleopatra canna lily. We've got one there too. We have some Musifolia. We have, I think that's a gopher purge or something. I think that's some side name. We have, oh, hey, look at that. We've got growth right there. Those little green ones back there. And then we've got this guy here. We got this green one here. The dogs keep trampling. Another one here. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Horn Canna Company. Thank you. Oh, look. And there's another one. Okay, now I'm getting excited. I did not see these earlier, but aren't you just super excited? You know my canna lilies last year were absolutely amazing, and I was so hoping they'd be just as amazing this year. The clematis is done blooming. Need to find a way to help coax it up, and I need to do something down here. You know, I keep reading. All my information says they like cold protected feet. You know, you plant a bush in front of them or something, they'll just go nuts. I don't know. This is a project. Next weekend, wait and see what you see here. Right now, all you see is dead grass because I have a beast we call Ginger, who likes to poo and do her things here. Look at this Japonica Fatsia. Isn't it just amazing? Really grew this year. I'm hoping it continues to grow. These are some fuchsias that I propagated over winter. Or actually, I think I propagated them this spring from some in the greenhouse. They're doing really nice. I'm very pleased with those. My red Abyssinian banana has a new leaf coming out. I'm excited with the warmer weather, what will happen. Here is this is my Charles Grimaldi Brugmansia. The one that I had, the great big one. This will make a huge canopy, but look at all of these buds. This is gonna be spectacular once again. We have some pelargoniums here. A couple different ones. I love the white. And then we have a Butylon Savitsi. This is finally starting to leaf out again and grow. You know, I need to come in and give it some maintenance. You take out these, you know, these dead things here, and then it'll look pretty. I'm just gonna sit here for a second because I love that color scheme. We've got some growth happening in this one. We need a lot more growth happening, obviously, but we have growth, and that's what we're looking for. We're looking for growth. I need to try to pay attention to this. I don't know if these little guys are getting bigger, multiplying, what they're doing, or if it's just sitting there teasing me. Hard to say. We got a little begonia here. I keep watering this. This will go with the project over in the dog pee area. And then my bog garden, it is still there. I'm sure at some point it'll grow. Oh, is that a flower? Look, there's a pink flower right there on top of the, what is that, a sundew, I think, a type of sundew. That's kind of cute. Wonder, let's check and see. Do I need to get some water in there? Oh, nope, there's water. So that's a really neat little device, and you can use that in any sort of gardening. A clay pot, fill it with water, it'll seep out. Here we're keeping it wet. Look at that rhodogyrsia. It's blooming. Then we have some more fuchsias up here, down there. We have, oh, I forget its name. It's rocket something or another. It's gonna have yellow flowers. Next weekend, I bet you it'll be nothing but yellow flowers. These begonias are really starting to grow. Some of them are not what I'd ordered, not what I planted, not what I expected. Like this one here, though it is gorgeous. Hey, it's a begonia. Hey, you got a begonia growing. You can't be upset about that. Check out this guy. This is my tropical looking one. Ah, so excited. This is a random mix, just a random mix of things. And we have a geranium, pelargonium here. Okay, hey, let's check out. This is my taller palm tree. Kind of looks it looked better last year. But look at that, we've got growth. We've got growth here. That's growth. This is new. It's coming out of the center. Oh, I was so concerned that we were gonna have issues there. This is a mallow. A master gardener friend of mine hooked me up last year with that. It did well last year, and this year it's doing well some more. The elephant ears are growing slowly. Again, elephant ears out, water, heat, you know, that's what they like. The daisies, full of buds. I'm thinking we're still a couple weeks from actually seeing them just really popping. And then check out the canes on these bamboos. This is a Philostachys vivax. I love this green color against the white, the yellow. Look at that. Look at that up there. And then check that one back there. And it hasn't even leafed out yet. I cannot wait to see what that looks like. So excited for that. The blueberries, last weekend, remember I mentioned that I transplanted the blueberries. You know, they did not seem to go into shock. We've got some blueberries here. We'll see what the birds get, what I get. You know, if I don't get many, that's fine. I'm not looking to make a pie this year, but sure it'd be nice if this was a happy spot for them. Oh, wait, I have a plan for that space right there. That is gonna be a planting space. The plant is ordered. Oh, wait until you find out what that is. Got some rhubarb growing in here. And then here, look at these canna lilies. That's gonna be amazing. Those all grow like 8 to 10 feet tall. These, not quite as tall. Not quite as thick either. Not sure why, but hey, they're growing. And then guess what? Last year, I tried to overwinter Begonias. This is where I had the pink one growing. That sucker's coming back. We're gonna see what happens. And if I can get it to come back again next year, well, even better. But until then, we're gonna keep all our Begonias in pots. Here's another one. This is LBG. And that stands for something that I don't actually recall right now. Apparently it's hard to find. It did not flower for me last year, but it seems to be growing. It seems to be ahead of where it was last year by mid-season. So who knows? Oh, look at this pelargonium. It's getting ready to flower. These were just ones I clipped the tops and stuck in there. So they've rooted. Good thing. Sun's making it difficult to see that. But here we got the musa. They're growing. They're already what? Oh, 8 to 10 feet tall. Oh, here is my other windmill palm. And check it. Check it. See, this is a dead. That's growth. That's growth. Very excited. Very excited. Here is my evergreen or cold hardy. It is evergreen too. Cold hardy gardenia. Let's go over to the shade garden. I made an amazing visit to Cistus Nursery. down on Suave Island, just north of Portland. It's got a Portland address, but you're still a half hour from Portland. So anyhow, I picked up 3 more begonias, garden begonias, if you will. Cold hardy, supposedly. And I will put in the details of this video their names, because I don't remember offhand, and I'm not going to climb this fence to go pick them out. But look at that. They're going to get, they only will get, you know, maybe 20, 30 inches tall, a couple of them. But they're going to spread out. So I'm really looking forward to seeing these fill out. My Grandies over here, this is a Grandies. It's starting to flower. Maybe you can see that bud in there. But I'm hoping that will start picking up. I'm hoping my bear's breeches will start picking up. Well, I'm hoping everything will pick up. Maybe with some more warmer weather, even in the shade, these things want to grow. My shield plant, well, it's not dead. My wife is working on revamping our Hawaiian warrior pot people. My Schefflera has got some new growth inside. I'm very excited about that. I'm excited about a lot of things, you know, once I get over the whole, you know, loss of my dahlias. Hey, how do you pronounce it? Dahlia or Dahlia? Does it depend on what part of the country you're from and whether you have dinner or supper, or is it just a aunt versus aunt sort of thing? We've got, oh, look at Hector. My wife named her creation Hector. Isn't that kind of cool? She made that last year. I showed it to you last year. There's been some birds coming in out of this birdhouse. Not sure if they're still sticking around. We got the wisteria growing up. What else we got going on over here? Not a lot. Oh, hey, here's another Brugmansia. You get a Brugmansia. You get a Brugmansia. Y'all get a Brugmansia. This is Orange Sunset. Again, healthy looking leaves. It's growing. Look at that. We've got another pelargonium. Oh, remember last week I told you about, I gotten some seeds from Samantha at the Mistaken Garden, one of my YouTube followers, and check her YouTube channel out. She's been doing an amazing renovation of her greenhouse. But these are black hollyhocks that have germinated. We've got some more over here, and I thought we had some down here. Maybe not. Right now you're just staring at soil. We don't need to stare at soil. So anyhow, very excited. And then, oh, I gotta get in there. All right, here, we're gonna jump over here. Remember that one Musa that I was afraid did not live? And then I said, well, you know what? Something was coming up. Look at that. Look at that right there. See that? That grew this week. We get some warmth. That sucker's gonna grow. And that is a gladiola. And check out my tomatoes. Look, they actually look healthy. They're green, they're healthy. I need a couple of the suckers to get a little bit bigger though, because I'm gonna plant that right there, keep it moist, so it can root. My calamandin citrus tree, I put it in the ground. Will it come back next year? Well, if it doesn't, it won't be here. But it's got some growth on it. I've not done any research to know when does it bloom, but citrus, so I think I got another month before it blooms, and then it sets fruit end of the summer, ripens about October, November. And then check out, remember I was telling you last week about this trellis I made. Well, my passion vine was very pleased with it. Look, it's passionate about growing. That's kind of exciting, don't you think? My larkspur and delphinium, they're starting to bloom. This one bloomed last week. Well, actually, this has been in bloom for a while. We got the pretty blue one. And then we have a couple different colors here. I actually don't recall what colors. That's my Jean Daniel begonia. It's done absolutely nothing. I'm hoping it's because it's been so chilly. The tabletop tomato. Huh. We'll wait and see. Pot people. getting renovated. I need to get some plants. Oh, and here, the last of my Begonia. The last? No, there's one more you haven't seen. This is full of buds. Full of buds. It's really starting to leaf out. It's very happy here. We have some volunteer nasturtiums blooming. That's always pleasant. And then my Chilean glory vines, they're starting to get happy. They like heat, moist feet. So I've been keeping them moist, and hopefully soon they'll get heat. These are my bird of paradise. They've put on a couple new leaves. We'll see. They probably need some heat too. What else we got going on? Oh, nothing happening here. Oh, maybe this is a better avenue or a better view angle. Angle, that's the word I'm looking for. Angle, look at that. The Musa. It's all about the Musa. Although known as that nut job that always goes on about his Musa. I don't know, he just keeps talking about Musa. Musa this, Musa that. And we got some weeds in here, but that big plant is not a weed. That's a, oh my gosh. That's a flower. We're gonna call it flower. And here we got, this is just a pink. This one's pink, but it's really starting to get some growth. And here's another angle of the canna lilies. And then check out again, the bamboo. Wow. Once those leaf out, I'm gonna cut all the smaller ones so that we can just see through it. That's my goal. That's what I wanna do. What have we missed over here? Oh, remember I told you I picked some roses last weekend for a bouquet in the house. Talk about killing her with kindness. She actually loves the roses. She loves having them in the house. She loves the smell of it, but she has allergies. So her eyes just kind of swell up and has a hard time breathing. But here, sniff that. Doesn't it? Oh, that doesn't sound good. Oh, here. That one too. That one's just amazing. Even this white one. Even this white one is just delicious. All right. That's a quick little walk through my garden. Until next weekend, happy gardening and have a great week.